Okay, so this is a project, a pretty large project that I'm working on. It's a maze. Um, you can probably get that from looking at it. It's made out of components, and so it's a little bit more than just a maze. It's uh, it's kind of like a modular system. So look over here. You can see that we do in fact have like dead ends and curves and turns and all kinds of fun stuff, and things do line together with a certain degree of precision. Um, and I'm going to move to another view over here. You see over here that there's a specific type of block that builds each one of these things up. Um, I got like 5 different types of modules. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep, like 5. These modules are used to build the maze. But the fun thing about the modules, if you break them up, there's like parts to them. So they're actually made up of little modules themselves. So the whole thing is something that can be fabricated ahead of time and put together in theory um, with relative ease. Just needs like big old trucks to move stuff around from point A to point B. And moving on to the next thing, you see again, this is the maze, the same layout you saw before, but the difference here is that you can see how it's broken down, and it's pretty tidy. All right, let's move to the next view. Over here, you can see that that actual piece, that maze, was made out of 12 of these turn pieces, 3 of these guys. Actually, no, 5 of these guys, because the dead ends are actually only 1/2 of these round shape. So right there, that's 15 modules, 17 modules, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 modules. Yeah, so the fun thing about it is we've got 26 of these modules right here, and with these modules, you can do all kinds of really fucking weird shit. So here we have like it's like a random space. Like it doesn't have to be just a maze, is what I'm trying to say. You could do all kinds of fun stuff with it. Like what is this? I don't know, but it's pretty bizarre, and yeah, I mean there's just a lot of things. So I mean this is a case where a relatively small maze, like relatively small maze meaning that it's only like made up of 26 of these modules. Um, you know, giving us a maze of something that looks something like this can give us all kinds of weird shapes. So what if I was to do a maze that was a little bit larger than that? What if I was to do a maze that was actually much bigger? And then, yeah, so you get it, like with all these different modules, I could build all kinds of different installations. So this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm planning on doing. And thanks for checking it out. So right here you can see a little more clearly. These are the 5 different types of modules that I'm building my stuff out of. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Here, if I was just going to use, um, 2 of this kind, 1 of each of these, and 2 of these, you can see that I can build with this, with just those same units. I could build this crazy mess of weirdness over here. So there's all kinds of possibilities. I think that something like this would be particularly interesting, in the, you know, with the amount of modules that I use to assemble this mess over here. These things could be spaced. All these things could be spaced to do something particularly bonkers over here. But it's like Legos. And the other fun thing about it is I plan to use a network of Raspberry Pis so that each one of these primary modules, or the equivalent number of parts per module, would have a dedicated Raspberry Pi or Banana Pi with a stereo surround associated with it. Essentially 2 speakers associated with it, so that if I was to map something like wide like this, or I don't know, like over here, something like this. Imagine there'd be some lines just kind of moving around this space, and you would hear dedicated audio traveling around with it. And the fun thing about it is, I mean, see, it's 26 modules right here. That would require a 52 channel surround sound system. You can't get that with an audio card, but for 30 times 52, that's for $1,500 and some change, you would have the equivalent of a dedicated semi custom spatialized, dedicated, high-end, fantastic, new age, custom, bonkers, sophisticated sound system that would just be doing its own thing. Yeah, everything's going to be ported over into Python. I've got 2 programmers helping me with that business where everything's going from Macs into Python running on Linux, and the sound is going to be dedicated DSP using either SuperCollider or Pure Data. All right, blah blah blah. Just basically, this thing's going to be the LEDs are going to cost money, but I already have most. I think I have enough plastic to do all of this. That's what's up. Thanks.